skill like Shaquille holds a bill. Vocabulary spills, I'm ill. Plusmatic, I freak beat, slam it like Iron Sheik. Jam like a tech with correct techniques. So
what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Another Monkish beer. Shocking. This is Vocabulary Spills. This is a 9.1% alcohol by volume double IPA. This is a wheat beer, and they brewed it with old school hops. I think Eldorado's in here, and there's Mosaic and Galaxy. They just released this and 90090, which we just reviewed 1 day apart. So super fresh. It was canned on October 10th. Today's the 13th. It's 3 days old. I don't think I've ever had I don't know if Monkish has ever done like a 9% double IPA. Usually they do like 8.1 to 8.3% beers and then 10% and above. So 9.1 is kind of I saw that number and I was like, wow, that's interesting. Vocabulary Spills, I don't know if it's a De La Soul reference or if it's a Nas reference. It's funny, people are kind of saying it's both, so I don't know. Hopefully I'll know before we edit this and upload it so I can put the right song in the title or in the beginning of the video. If not, I think it's De La Soul, but I don't know. That song is fire, by the way. So let's get in this one. Big thanks to my man Craig, as always, for sharing a can of this to review. We're using our hot baller glass with the little boombox guy because proper glassware makes beer taste better. And I never drink beer out of this glass before. And I swear to God, this fucking dog, dude, I'm so tired of it. Sorry. It's just, it's really hot, so being in the garage is awful. Hopefully maybe the camera doesn't pick up the dog next door barking or down the hill barking as much, but whatever. This beer pours a gorgeous, it looks like juice, a nice finger and a half. I mean, this beer is well carbonated, super fluffy head. You could take that head and eat it with a spoon. But yeah, it looks like juice. It's par for the course. Like all the appearances, I don't think I've ever had floaties in a Monkish beer. They all always look freaking amazing. So this is no different. It looks killer in that proper glassware. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in this one. See what she smells like. Think it's gonna be too green? Is that gonna be the new joke? Wow, this one, there's something that I smelled in there that I don't recognize right away. So it's definitely pineapple-y, and there is a good amount of dankness to it. There might even, I don't know if this is just like me being weird right now, but I might smell a little bit of alcohol. This one though too, I know green is a bad descriptor, but it's green, it's earthy, it's piney. It smells fresh. Like, it sounds dumb. There might be a little bit of booze there though. I mean, it's 9%, 9.1%. How do you hide that? It is though, it's juicy, it's pineapple juice. It's dank and it's green. It's earthy. I will say, we just drank 90090, which was double dry hop. The nose on that was like explosively crazy. This is a little bit more muted. I wanted to drink this second because it's such a higher alcohol beer. I always try and go low to high when I'm reviewing beers, just so, like if something, I think when I reviewed the Realness, which was a 8-point-something%, and then we drank Say a Cabo right after that, which was a lower alcohol beer, and I kind of felt like the Realness was just kind of overtook that beer because it was just like a much bigger, much better beer. So I'm trying to do like kind of lower to higher now, but since this is not double dry hopped, the nose on this one isn't as explosive. It smells great though, so let's go and taste it. Craig, cheers. Did I mention this was a wheat beer, by the way? I don't know if I did. They brewed this with wheat. I can't remember if I said that at the beginning. That is super dank. Wow, that's good, though. That's really good. So the nose wasn't like crazy explosive, and again, it could be just because we drank a double dry hop beer. Taste is fantastic, though. There's lots of... This one's like... There's even like a little bit of like this crazy kind of melon thing. It's tropical fruity though. There's pineapples. It's like this peachy kind of. It's peachy and it's what else is in there? It's like is it guava? It's like those juices I always say, those naked juices, kind of like that. It's very tropical fruit juice up front. As it goes across your tongue, though, it's pithy. Grapefruit rind. Think like the white part of grapefruit or the white part of an orange when you peel it and eat it. It's dank, though. It's green on your tongue. It just sits on your tongue. There's an awesome West Coast bitterness that just sits there. This is a big beer, though. And it could be just because we drank a 6%, 6.5% beer, and now we're going up to a 9% beer. This beer just tastes like a big beer. It's a full mouthfeel. I don't want to say it's heavy, but just drinking it back to back with a 6% beer, you kind of notice it's a bigger beer. On the finish, it's a really drying finish, which is crazy because it makes you want to keep sipping on it at 9%. I mean, this will get you drunk. But yeah, there's a lot of pininess to it. It's earthy and it's dank. On the finish, like, it's this drying, earthy, dank thing, which is kind of crazy. Because you get like all that kind of those juicy notes up front, and then as it goes across, it's weird. It does like this crazy transition from this New England style kind of juicy beer, like when it first hits your tongue. As it goes across, it hits you with all that like kind of pithy grapefruit, rindy bitterness, and then when it finishes, it goes super dry, dank, earthy, green. Again, super hoppy. This beer is not as green as 90090 was, but it's still really, really hoppy. It's in your face. This is like it's like this cool, there's almost like this lemony thing to it too. And again, that could just be like all that kind of pithy citrus that's going across the middle of my tongue that's just kind of making me think it's kind of like lemony, grapefruity. Gosh, it's so drying though on the finish, which is crazy. I like this a lot. I don't know if I can taste alcohol or not. There's definitely like this little twinge of something that I'm smelling, and I don't know if that's going like carrying over to the taste or not. This is one of those beers, I think, if you got a 4-pack of this, drink it now just to see what it's like. I think as this sits for a couple weeks, it might develop into this crazy, like, juicy, amazing beer. This beer, as it sits right now, it's really, really good. It's super flavorful. It's really drinkable for 9%. It's just crazy how dry it is. And it tells you it's a West Coast beer the way it sits on your tongue. It's an A beer for me. It's like 96. I just kind of wonder what this is going to be like in a couple weeks. So I would say if you have this, drink it now. Drink it fresh, and then if you have a couple cans, let them hang out for a couple weeks just to see what happens. I think this might do some awesome stuff in a couple weeks. 2, 3, 4 weeks, let it hang out and see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to go 96 on this one. There might just be a slight little something of booze, but I can't tell. It's really, really good though. It's so pithy and resinous and earthy and dank on your tongue. But there's this crazy, awesome, like, tropical fruit juice that's going on. It's a really cool beer. This is really, really good. So yeah, 96. It's world class. It's Vocabulary Spills from Monkish. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.
I kick the skill like Shaquille holds a bill. Vocabulary spills, I'm ill. Plasmatic, I freak beat slam it like Iron Sheik. Jam like a tech with correct techniques. So analyze.